Tuscaloosa and the University of Alabama. We want to welcome you to the National Championship celebration for our 17th national title. Joining us today are several state and local officials, University of Alabama System trustees Karen Brooks, Judge John England, Stan Starnes, and also University of Alabama System Chancellor and Mrs. Ray Hayes. Director of Athletics for the Crimson Tide, Greg Byrne, Gary Darnell, Associate Executive Director of the American Football Coaches Association, Judge Terry Alarcon, former President of the All-State Sugar Bowl, Commissioner of the Southeastern Conference, Greg Sankey, and Executive Director of the College Football Playoff, Bill Hancock. And of course, also here with me are the members of the 2017 support staff, coaching staff, and head coach Nick Saban. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please turn your attention to the video board for a special message from the 29th President of the University of Alabama, Dr. Stuart Bell, who is unable to be with us today.
What a great celebration. I was honored to be with all of you in Atlanta and witness one of the greatest college football games, one that will surely go down in history. In a season marked with great success and challenges, this team persevered. You put an exclamation point on an incredible championship year. This team and our coaches rocked all of us. Thank you for joining us today, and roll Tide.
Please welcome now to the podium the Director of Athletics for the University of Alabama, Greg Byrne.
Roll Tide. First person I want to thank is Mother Nature. How about this weather for all of us? As we celebrate our 17th national championship at the University of Alabama. It's been an honor and a privilege for this last year to serve as your athletic director. I can't tell you how much admiration Regina and I have for this wonderful university. But one person I want to recognize right off the bat is a guy that did a great job as AD, a great job as a football player, and a wonderful job as a businessman, and that's Mr. Bill Battle right here in the front row. Not only do we have the best football program in the country, we've got the best president, we've got the best chancellor, the trustees, wonderful conference from the SEC led by Greg Sankey, and we've got the best dang fans in the land. Isn't that right? Congratulations to our student athletes, the guys on the team. What a great job they did. Great job by our coaching staff led by Coach Saban, the staff that supports them around him 365 days a year. They all deserve a great round of applause, don't they? A few quick facts. We've been on a historical run with 5 championships in the last 9 years. We're the only team to advance the college football playoff in each year of its 4-year existence. Bill Hancock, we appreciate you being a part of that. And then a total of 27 degrees were awarded to the student athletes that were on the field representing the Alabama Crimson Tide in New Orleans and Atlanta. I want you to know we are working behind the scenes to continue to support Coach Saban and the Alabama football program for the future. Each and every person that is here is critical for our success being part of the best fan base in the country. We cannot take the success for granted by any stretch. Each of you being at every game for all 4 quarters, continue to travel like you do, being at A-Day, it separates us from our competition. It helps us in recruiting. It helps motivate the guys behind me. It helps to motivate our coaches. And finally, we don't have the best college football coach in the country. We've got the best coach in the country, do we not? The leadership that he and Miss Terry have shown our football program, our university, our community, through Nick's Kids, through Habitat for Humanity, the 17th house is about to be built. For the state of Alabama, Thank you to both of you for everything you have done for our university and for what's ahead in the future. Thank you for everybody being here, and roll tide.
Thank you, Greg. Joining us next at the podium is Judge Terry Alarcon. He's the former president of the All-State Sugar Bowl, and he has a very special presentation to make. Judge?
Thank you very much. It's a great honor for me to be here. I'm an alumnus of the school and a former president, and I deeply appreciate this opportunity. This year marked the 16th appearance by the Crimson Tide in the Sugar Bowl. And while that number is significant, what is most significant to the Sugar Bowl is the memories that you've given us and to our tradition and our history. There's probably a few of you in the audience that may remember some of these memories. The 79 goal line stand against Penn State, the 1993 victory against Miami, and obviously this convincing victory this year against Clemson. No university means more to the All-State Sugar Bowl than the University of Alabama, and that's the message I was sent here to deliver. We're very grateful for the opportunity you've given us to become one of the premier bowls in the country, and we'll be forever grateful for our relationship. And with that thought in mind, I have the distinct pleasure of presenting this Sugar Bowl trophy, and I can promise you I didn't spend enough time in the weight room to lift this up. So I'm going to ask Coach Saban to step up and accept this trophy on behalf of the administration of the University of Alabama, his remarkable coaching staff, this incredible football team, and you, this magnificent fan base. Coach.
Thank you, Judge. At this time, please welcome Gary Darnell. He's the Associate Executive Director of the American Football Coaches Association. Coach.
On behalf of Todd Berry, the Director of the American Football Coaches Association, we join the Crimson Tide in yet another tremendous year of seeing yet another national championship come to Tuscaloosa in the great state of Alabama. The FCA represents football coaches from youth to the NFL since 1922. One of our obligations is to have formed a board comprised of 63 active football coaches in a cooperative manner with the CFP to select who is the best college football team in the United States. That process seems to have gotten very comfortable with traveling to Tuscaloosa. The success and excellence portrayed by Coach Saban and his teams has not been matched, nor will they be matched anytime soon. With me today is Heath Philly, the Vice President, Amway America Supply Chain, and presenting sponsor of the Coaches Trophy. Now I got an interesting note from someone. I have a note here from Waterford Crystal, and it reads, Waterford Crystal, Waterford, Ireland, the maker of the Crystal Ball Trophy, and it reads, Mr. Darnell, if you run into Mr. Saban, please tell him we have enjoyed making the 6 crystal balls his teams have won. He says, tell him we appreciate his business. And then they added a PS, tell him we are ready to start production on the 7th. So today we present the Coaches Trophy Crystal Ball to the 2017 National Football Champions, Alabama. The Crystal Ball has been presented for 31 years, since 1986. It is truly a special award for special people who do special things. Coach Saban, please accept the trophy on behalf of the football coaches, players, all football programs, Amway teams, and the truly great Alabama fans and all fans of all great sports. Thank you.
most pressure-packed assignment of the entire day right there. Well done. This year's senior class posted a 53-5 record over the last 4 seasons. That is an NCAA record for victories. The class has also been a part of 3 SEC championships, 4 college football playoff appearances, and 2 national championships. Now please join me in welcoming each of the 2017 captains to the podium. First is first team All-American, senior linebacker, Rashad Evans. Rashad.
First, I want to thank the great fans of the University of Alabama. Y'all have supported us for I don't know how long. I mean, I've been here for 4 years and been able to be a part of this great organization and be able to experience all the things. And I also want to thank the trainers as well. The whole team has been able to go through so much adversity just with being through injuries, and the trainers have done a great job of just keeping us healthy and being able to play at a high level. I also want to thank the coaching staff for, giving us all the tools that we need to go out there on the field and just be the best players that we could possibly be. I also want to thank Coach Saban for giving us the blueprint to be the best people in life. And, I just want to thank everyone for just coming together and just being there for all of us in that last game. And it's just been a great experience for me this whole 4 years, and Roll Tide.
Next is consensus second team All-American and first team All-SEC, and a guy who knows how to propose. Senior offensive lineman Bradley Bozeman.
So 5 years ago, about to the date, I was sitting in the same seats as you guys were sitting in as a recruit, knowing that I was about to join something pretty special. And today I stand here a part of something pretty special. Just want to thank all of y'all for making this so special. This journey has been unreal. I know these guys back here enjoy every bit of it, every bit of the support, every bit of the hard work that y'all put in getting here. And these guys work their butts off and they deserve every bit of this. Thanks to our families, our friends, all of our support staff, all our trainers, our coaches, Coach Saban, thank you for the opportunity that you've given me. This has been unreal for me, and just thank you. Roll Tide.
It's a line in our great fight song. It says, Bama's pluck and grit have writ her name in crimson flame. Nobody epitomizes the pluck and grit of the Crimson Tide more so than our next captain, senior linebacker, Sean Dion Hamilton.
Man, what a crowd. It's just so amazing seeing all these Crimson Tide fans, coming out and showing their support. Y'all the best fans in the world, and we thank y'all for that. This season's been a rocky season, with all the injuries that we've had, but as a team, we came together and we accomplished our goals. So thanks to the coaching staff, training staff, the academic staff, thank y'all for all y'all support. And coming from a recruit perspective, I came here because I wanted to play football at the highest level, compete for a national championship, and get my degree. And I'm proud to say that I'm a 2-time national champion, 3-time SEC champion, and got my degree, and I'm finishing my master's degree in May. But last but not least, Roll Tide.
And now please welcome first team All-American, winner of the Bednarik Award and Thorpe Awards, junior defensive back, Minkah Fitzpatrick.
These last 2.5 years, 3 years have been a whole lot of fun. I really appreciate all the support from y'all, the fans, and everybody that's out here today. Y'all really mean a lot to me, and y'all have a place in my heart forever. and me and my family, we came a long way. Coach Saban, like Razor said, he just gave us the blueprint to how to be a great man on and off the field. And me and my family, again, is just extremely grateful for a man like him coming into our life. And university, I love this place, I love the campus, I love the relationship that I formed here. And I want to thank God also for everything that He's done for not just myself, but for my family, for my team, and everything that He's allowed us to get through. And I just want to say thank you to everybody here. Thank you to my family, to the fans, to the coaches, to the training staff, whoever. And also shout out to the person right there, 821 miles. That's it. That's a nice little trip. So no matter where you go, you're not gonna get fans like that. And we really appreciate everything that you've done for us and our support. And God bless and roll tide.
Got a little task for the captains here in just a moment. But right now, please welcome to the microphone a gentleman under whose leadership the Southeastern Conference has continued to excel and raise the bar as America's Conference of Champions. Please welcome Commissioner Greg Sankey.
Thank you, Chris. We have an advertising slogan. It just means more. And my friends and colleagues ask me, well, what do you mean it just means more? So for the photographers up here in front, if you will take a picture of the fans here today, you are what makes it mean more. Your passion, your interest, your commitment is important to all of us in the Southeastern Conference. Monday, January 8th was a remarkable day. I'll stop and you can chant. We'll make a new ad out of it. That chant was in the Sugar Bowl after your competitor, the University of Georgia, captured the Rose Bowl victory. That chant was in Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium as two teams played in a remarkable evening for the national championship. The second time since 2011 that's happened. Both times it's been the SEC. In fact, the SEC remarkably is the only conference to have that happen in the modern era. What's even more remarkable is standing here today, what's been accomplished by these young men, these coaches, your head coach behind me, is more difficult than it's ever been. Remember, our two teams were the underdogs in the semifinal games. They overcame the expectations and earned their way to that championship game in Atlanta. But you've also heard a theme today that I think is really important for us to stop and consider. I didn't see the championship presentation in Atlanta because I was standing behind Bradley Bozeman, who should be named Mount Bozeman. And I couldn't see on the front of his uniform, beneath the SEC logo, it says graduate. Sean Dion has one of those as well. In fact, there are 27 young men who played that night, who are participating on that team, who have earned their degrees at the University of Alabama. You know, there were 13 from the University of Georgia. We had 40 young men who'd done exactly what we hoped, played at the highest level of competition, and earned their degrees from two great universities. Thank you, Coach Saban, for your emphasis beyond just the high level of expectation in football. And I think thank you to Miss Terry as well, because I know she's in there as part of that team. Thank you, President Bell, Greg Byrne, for the support you provide, and for those across this campus who make those educational moments, that achievement of graduation, a reality. We're here on a university campus because those educational achievements just mean more. But there's a guy behind me who once said this: when people have success, one of two things happen. They either get really satisfied and want to keep thinking about it, talking about what they did, or the success becomes a little addictive and it makes them want to keep having more. Enjoy today, enjoy the moment, but remember this: the 2018 college football season is 212 days away. The SEC championship game is 305 days away. And the college football playoff national championship is just 342 days from today. It means everybody's trying to climb that mountain. Congratulations, enjoy the success, and keep up the great achievements.
Fans, we ask that you now please turn your attention to the Nick Saban statue in the Walk of Champions. This year's captains are present to unveil the 2017 National Championship marker. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in a round of applause as we unveil this new mark in Alabama football history. Join me in welcoming to the stage the Executive Director of the College Football Playoff, Bill Hancock. Bill?
Hey everybody, I love coming to Tuscaloosa. Every time I'm here, I'm reminded of this beautiful campus. If there were a central casting for university campuses in America, this would be it. Do not take that for granted. Let me tell you something else you should not take for granted, and that is your awesome marching band. Guys, I'm an old clarinet and sax player, and I could not be prouder than I was of your all's performance the other night. We are here at the culmination of another remarkable season for this great game that we all love so much, college football. Capped by the postseason for the ages. We are in the football business, but we're also in the memory business. And I just want to turn for a second to the guests of honor today. You guys, you and your teammates will forever be known as champions. These guys sitting around you will be your pals for the next 50 years. Trust me, I've been there, I've done that. All of you will remember all this. We are in the memory business. And now it's my honor, on behalf of the conferences and institutions who together manage the college football playoff, to present the national championship trophy to Coach Nick Saban and the Alabama Crimson Tide.
First off, I'd like to welcome everybody here and thank you so much for the support that you've created, not only in being a part of this celebration to honor this great team and their accomplishments in 2017, but what you've done to support our team all year long. So we can't thank you enough for the support. What you do, the passion that you have is what makes being the coach at the University of Alabama and a player at the University of Alabama something that's extremely, extremely special, beyond words for me to really explain. You know, our team, our university, has an extraordinarily high standard for expectation of what we want to accomplish and what we want to do. This team has a tremendous standard for what they want to accomplish and what we want to play to on a consistent basis and how we want to represent this university. It's a level, and anything less than that is not accepted. And you know, that level has been established not just by this team, but by the previous teams that we've had that have stood up here and won championships and been champions by the way they represent this university, how they compete and how they play. And that was very evident when there were 24 NFL players on our sidelines in a national championship game, and you could feel the spirit of each one of those guys and the expectation that they had for each one of these players. And then these players responding to that expectation with an outstanding performance to be able to come back and win a championship. So the standard of togetherness that this team has, the grit to be able to compete on a consistent basis, to finish, the perseverance to overcome adversity and the challenges that this team had to face, whether it was injuries, difficult competition, tough turnaround for the national championship game, whatever it was, their intensity to be able to focus and play one play at a time at a very high level, to be able to finish and win. I can't tell you that this team didn't meet the standard. They actually exceeded the standard because so many people contributed to what they were able to accomplish. You know, sometimes I think that all you fans out there think that these guys are some kind of superhuman student athletes. But you know what? They're really ordinary, normal student athletes that are just like every other student athlete. But they make themselves extraordinary because of the commitment that they make to the standard of excellence that they're willing to work toward and persevere toward to accomplish something special together as a group. And, you know, we have a sign that says, not to win a championship, but to be a champion. And this group probably exemplified the togetherness, the hard work, the perseverance, the positive energy that goes with being a champion. And I could never, ever be prouder of a group for what they were able to accomplish this year. And I really do think that this season, and even the final game, probably was a metaphor of life for us all to learn from. The challenges that the season created, the challenges that the game created, getting behind in a game, coming back in the game, losing a game and having to come back from that. The people who stepped up with the opportunities that were created because of players missing and always stepping up at a high level and to receive the challenge that they had to perform to fill in and be able to play at a level that we could still succeed. The collective leadership that these guys showed each other so that they supported each other regardless of the circumstance. They always stayed together, they always played together. And their ability to persevere, their ability to overcome adversity, the resolve that they had as a group, I think the game, the Georgia game, the national championship game, and this season is a metaphor of life that we can all learn from. And I think we all have reason to be proud of what they were able to accomplish and what they were able to overcome. Now, we have the best fans in the world. You all are the best fans in the country. Today, we have the best team in the country. And I think your support in coming out today makes this one of the best days and the best memories that each one of these young men can have, and makes all the hard work that they did worthwhile. And it's all for you, it's all for them, what they could accomplish as a team and what we can be proud of together and the memories that we're able to create. I don't think anybody's ever going to forget. I know I'll never forget the feeling that I had when Tua takes a sack, and 1 minute later, the feeling that I had when we threw the touchdown pass. For the seniors that are here on this team and the guys that will be leaving the team, my message after the game to them was, use the lessons that you learned in this season to help you be more successful in life. They will serve you well because the things that you did were extremely special. And to the players that are coming back, get ready for the challenges of the future and let everybody know that we're not finished. Thank you very much, and roll tide. Thank you.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to ask the team, the support staff, and all the coaches to please stand so that one more time we can congratulate your 2017 College Football Playoff National Champions.